Hey guys, this is honestly one of the hardest videos I've ever had to make, but I believe in being real with our community that has supported us for the last 10 years. I have promised this video for more than a year now. Originally, it was just to tell you what I've been going through from a health perspective, but now it's more about the future of Brad. And I wanted to make sure I had time to film it beautifully and script it, but time is hard to find around here. So you're gonna see the rawest version of me. I'm gonna try really hard not to sob all the way through this video. You may have noticed that we've been a little bit quieter online lately, and today I want to share the truth about what's been going on behind the scenes. Last May, we took in a severely neglected toddler with no notice. A child who needed more love, care, and healing than we could have ever imagined. Our entire world shifted overnight. What was supposed to be a 2, maybe a 3-night stay turned into a lot longer than that. Every ounce of our energy and focus went into helping this child feel safe and loved and stable. Taking her in was the hardest thing we've ever done. So many nights I laid awake wanting to just jump off a bridge. It was so heavy. This year tested and almost ended Matthew and I's 14-year relationship. This little girl is living her best life, only because we are living our worst year. Honestly, though, if I had the chance to do it again, I would still answer the call. Open our doors, our hearts to her, because watching her thrive has been so rewarding. It put our family through so much, but we've come out stronger for it. Our family has always been a family of helpers, servers. We've always answered the call for help, and we always will. If I missed something you needed, made a mistake, messed up somehow in the last year, I'm sorry. Truly. I just checked out. Thankfully, our roles in her life are starting to minimize a little bit. We'll still be there for her, but the role we're playing is a little bit less now. At the same time, we've continued to care for our son, who lives with us with a severe form of epilepsy, as I'm sure most of you know. The medical challenges, the sleepless nights, and the emotional weight that we have dealt with his care has been more than we've ever expected to carry. Between Phoenix's seizure alarm and the little girl's night terror, on average, we're awakened probably about 10 times a night, maybe sometimes more. Matt and I have just kind of evolved. It's been a running joke that we've just evolved to just learn how to just function without sleep. But these sleepless nights have started to really take its toll on us and are causing a lot of health problems for both Matthew and I. Last year, I went through a cancer scare. While being worked up for what looked like breast cancer, I was instead diagnosed with a rare neurological condition that is still impacting me daily. It's been a physical and emotional roller coaster, but I'm still learning to navigate it. I'm trying my best, and even my best is not enough. Unfortunately, it took over a year to reach this diagnosis. At the beginning of the breast cancer scare, we took the little girl in, and I missed all the appointments for myself because she was in need of me. We came up on her year with us in May, and that's when I realized, oh my gosh, it's been a year, and I need to, follow back up, because things were starting to show different symptoms. So I decided to make my appointments. We had a lot of testing, a lot of biopsies, a lot of scans. And I'm finally in a place that I can kind of tell you what's going on. So I don't have breast cancer, so that's really, really good. I'm at a very high risk, so they're going to continue to monitor me for a year with frequent scans, and then after that it may go to less scans. So we'll take wins where we can get them. As a result of lab work, it looked like the changes in the breast were being kind of manipulated by the pituitary gland in my brain. And for a while they thought that there was a tumor in the pituitary gland. However, as of now, we can clear that off, that is not a thing. So again, another win we'll take. But I do have a rare neurological condition where I overproduce cerebral spinal fluid, and it's causing my brain to be compressed down. It's causing a lot of unusual neurological symptoms that I'm learning how to adjust with. Basically, my brain is just squished from the pressure inside of my head. But, I mean, other than that, I guess I'm cancer-free. They haven't said anything, so, I mean, we're going to keep going. This year's just it's been a lot, and we're learning how to adjust. Unfortunately, I don't have health insurance. It's something that I had to give up over the last couple of years as we recovered from COVID-19. So that brings us to the future of RAD. All right, here we go. Both Matthew and I are seeking full-time employment, just to try to get ourselves back where we need to be, to get health insurance, to complete any necessary treatments to help me feel a little bit better. We've thought about it for a couple of years, and the last couple of years being doubled and tripled up because of COVID reschedules would have been impossible for us to try to seek full-time employment. So with us being on the lower side this year, we could potentially jump into a full-time job. COVID crippled us. I mean, absolutely crippled us. There's no way to even tell you. You can't know unless you are a small business owner. But I'm sure you could look around and see all of the people closing because of this. Yeah. Over the last couple of years, it's been hard. We've all just suffered in silence. All the small business owners have just kind of kept their mouth shut and just kept going because that's what we do. March 19th, 2020, we were scheduled to open our venue, Rust, that we were very excited about. March 19th, 2020 is when the entire world shut down. Lucky us, right? So our venue sat there being unable to be used for a year, and my entire savings went to keeping that place open. And you factor in the fact that, on a conservative note, we probably lost about $200,000 just in brides rescheduling 2 other years from 2020 and 2021 and 2022 because they didn't want to deal with the pandemic. $200,000 is a conservative number. I mean, that's not taking into a fact that things book 2 years in advance and our prices increase every couple of years. It doesn't take into consideration inflation. You know, it's a big number, and it's scary, and it's been hard. So last year we made the decision, or a little over a year ago, we made the decision to close down Rust, and that was a good decision, and I still stand by that decision, and I'm still happy that we did go ahead and close Rust down. And we were hoping that by closing Rust, we would be able to put all of our energy and financial resources into trying to keep RAD open. RAD's recovery has been slow and painful. This year alone, we're probably about a fifth of what we would typically make, and are facing some really scary financial things. Photos are a luxury, and with the cost of everything, now we know that we just might not be in the budget for families anymore. In 2022, our business page, our Facebook page, was hacked, and since then our ability to reach people and connect with new clients has never fully recovered. We used to be so visible, and now we're basically invisible. In hindsight, I should have moved to a new page then, but to give up so many years of work, reviews, ad spend, and memories, it was just too hard to do. This page hack hurt us so bad that we couldn't even give away a free wedding because no one saw the posts. So we ultimately ended our biggest marketing campaign of the year, the Bridal Olympics. So here's where we are now. I have beat myself up over the last few years, wondering, is it me? Am I just not good enough at what I do? Am I not competitive enough? Am I not nice enough? Am I not good enough? I can't continue to beat myself up over this. I think all small businesses have asked themselves over the last few years as they watch their dreams come crashing down around them. We're not shutting down completely. I do want to clear that up. But we are making some big changes. We'll be fulfilling every wedding in session already on our calendar, but we are actively seeking full-time employment outside of photography to stabilize our family. Matthew and I have been full-time with Rad since the beginning of 2019, and it was such a beautiful accomplishment to make enough with my little business to hire my husband full-time. And it only took me 3.5 years to do that. Once hired full-time out of our business, we will have fewer time slots to offer for new bookings and potentially longer turnaround times. People are already angry at our turnaround times. We can't make everyone happy, no matter what we do. We list our turnaround times, and we're very clear that our turnaround times are 3 weeks for what they are, and up to 8 weeks for photos for weddings, and people still get mad at that. So if our turnaround times are even longer, why are we doing this? That's kind of what we have to start thinking about. We do have a team member that is helping us with editing, so hopefully we can keep any potential delays to a minimum. If we are thriving in our new endeavors, in employment, or the economy keeps being terrible, we'll likely stay full-time for a while. And that is when I will make the decision if I should close our schedule permanently. We will also likely be fully closing our studio space in the next couple of probably days, probably by the end of June. The overhead is just simply too much to carry right now. At this point, we're just trying to keep our home, keep the lights on and the food on the table. I know there will be some panic of where we will host indoor sessions. For newborns or indoor sessions, we will work with each client to either photograph in your home or rent a studio space hourly. But to keep overhead down, we will try as hard as possible to not rent a studio space. Thankfully, it's summer, and we are excited to focus on outdoor sessions. Christmas sessions will be trickier, but we'll do everything we can to make it work. Please be patient with us as we navigate this new chapter. We've been lucky enough to have a space to create for 5 years now, and now no longer having one will be challenging, but we will figure it out. We are also launching a brand new Facebook page in hopes of getting our work seen again. If you've ever supported us, worked with us, please consider liking and following, sharing that new page, inviting your friends once it launches. We're starting from scratch, but we believe in the magic of this community. It has shown up for us in the past, and I know you guys will continue to do so. This isn't goodbye. Please know, to fully shut down, it's going to take over a year. Because we book that far in advance, sometimes more, for our weddings and to cover our first year packages that I have booked. So we're not going anywhere. We will, please don't freak out. Don't think we're not going to be there for you. We will, but we have to plan for the future. And, we're getting closer to closing fully, probably within the next, year or so. Unless a miracle happens. You do not need to worry if we will show up for your wedding. We will be there. And we will be there with all of the smiles and bring the full Rad experience that you have come to love about us. Maybe a miracle will happen and turn things around. We have a friend working on revamping our website and focusing on SEO, and maybe that'll be enough to hold us up for a while. With 3 kids who need us, we do not have a ton of time to wait. I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I'm sharing it because it's real. And because maybe someone out there can help us be seen again. If our work ever touched you, made you smile, or captured a memory you cherish, please like and comment. Sorry for the nose bubble. I'm trying not to lose it. I'm sorry. If you find room in your budget, we'd love to work with you. Our 2026 wedding calendar only has a handful of clients, plenty of room to capture your love story. We're still here, still rising, just a little slower, just a little differently than we did before. Thank you for a beautiful, fulfilling decade. And I hope that things will work out to make several more decades serving you beautiful people.